Hello and welcome to Citrus Connect. We are joined here today by the Managing Director of Secure Inheritance, one of our very valued clients who we recruit on a consistent basis for will advisors. And they are sales reps who take a client's will instructions. But I won't say too much. I will let Andrew give you a flavour not just of the job, but the culture in the company, the industry itself, and the potential that is there to earn a very good income. So I'll take it to Andrew. Andrew, can you just tell us a little bit about, how long you've been in this industry and your journey with and to Secure Inheritance?
All right. Well, hello everybody. I've actually been in the legal and financial planning sector now for sort of 30 plus years, and been a director of a number of will companies and financial planning companies. And I think during that time, I've experienced firsthand what's happened to clients if they don't have a will in place, if they don't have the right planning in place. And that's what started me on the journey of actually having been involved in a will company. Because you've seen the heartbreak that can actually happen when somebody, goes off and sits in their cloud, and basically the estate is not going where it needs to go to. So I started Secure Inheritance basically to blend all that experience over the last sort of 30 plus years to create a practice which is truly comprehensive for clients. So we offer clients everything from a very basic will to some very comprehensive planning. So it enables our clients to put all their affairs in order, which means they can just get on with their lives, safe in the knowledge that basically everything they work for all their lives is going to be protected as much as possible and left their chosen loved ones when the time comes.
Yeah, absolutely. So how would you describe the culture at Secure Inheritance in particular?
Um, you know what? It's all about passion.
Okay.
The reason that I do this and the other people involved in the business is, like I said, we've seen the results. Everything we do is driven by what we've seen happen to clients in the past. So it's all about passion. And over the years, we've built up the experience and a great vast pool of knowledge that we believe in helping those clients and doing the right thing with those clients to make sure that, it might be that they have disabled children, to make sure those children can inherit and it doesn't get taken to pay for, lose their benefits and so on. So we drive all that, and part of our culture is also training. So we offer an initial training program, an ongoing, and it's all those 30 years worth of experience is now being put into that training program. So it's not just about teaching the legal side of it, it's teaching about all those ingredients, teaching the passion that needs to come across and comes across. So because what we're doing is life-changing for some of our clients. It can be truly, truly life-changing. So that's what we teach, not just the knowledge, but all those sort of things that go around it as well, including the marketing
Absolutely.
side of it.
I mean, we've been working with yourselves for a number of years now, and I think that one of the biggest things for you as a client, which is a big plus from our perspective, is your very high retention rate. People who get a job with Secure Inheritance tend to stay for a very, very long time. So, the culture and the culture of passion and training definitely helps. But I want to know, and I'm sure our viewers want to know as well, is what makes Secure Inheritance unique in the marketplace right now?
Well, let me just talk about two things then unique in the marketplace.
Hmm.
One of the things is actually the products and services that we deliver to clients.
Yeah.
So we teach one of our passions is we don't just do wills, we do the right will and the right planning for clients. So we have a whole range of services that we can do for a client, and we put the client at the very center of that.
Hmm.
So when you sit with a client, when our advisor sits with a client, then basically the client is choosing what they need to do. It
Yeah.
is not a sales, or it is not a sales with the client. The
Mm.
client is choosing. All our advisors are doing is guiding them to that, to what they need to be done.
Yeah.
And we do all that in plain English.
Yeah.
So, people's perception of a solicitor is sat behind a desk looking over
Mm.
their glasses at them, and talking to them in a language you don't understand. We visit people's, in their homes. We visit them via Zoom, obviously telephone, what's happened over the last few months. So we do that in a language that everybody understands. And basically, it's driven also by our marketing as well. What makes us unique against solicitors and other will companies is our marketing manager has had over 30 years, 30 plus years of experience in Australia, in America, and the UK.
Mm.
And basically, that's what we do, is we market wills. So
Mm.
we've built up some very successful companies in the past. So, it's about that. When the marketing comes across, it's about the passion about
Yeah.
helping those clients and wanting to change their lives as well.
Yeah.
So that's, we're fairly unique in that, in the will industry. We don't just do wills,
Yeah.
we do everything the client possibly needs and wants.
Yeah. It's really interesting you mentioned that actually, Andrew, because a lot of, especially when we talk to candidates about being a will advisor, there is this overwhelming viewpoint that people have that it needs to be a law firm, it needs to be a solicitor, it needs to be a legal entity. So one of the questions is, do I need to have a specific qualification? Do I need a law degree? So can you just tell us a little bit about the difference, like between a solicitor and a will advisor, and the fact that there is absolutely no difference at all, right?
No, no. In effect, basically, what we are teaching you as a will advisor is the fact. Yes, we give you we give you the legal knowledge and skills to go and talk to a client,
Mm-hmm.
but you do not have to have a law degree to talk
Mm-hmm.
to a client. It
Mm-hmm.
is about, yes, we teach, like I say, yes, we teach the skills, but it's how you talk to that client
Yeah.
and what solutions you offer that makes the real difference.
Yeah.
So we actually don't like to take people on from a legal background certain point of view,
Mm-hmm.
because they do like to, they talk to the client in a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
And this is all about getting across your knowledge in a very, very plain mums and dads speak.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
people said to us, we've McDonaldized wills to a certain
Yeah. Yeah.
degree,
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
what we've done in the past. So the difference between us and a solicitor is the advice is exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's no different than a solicitor can, no difference in what a solicitor can do. We
Mm-hmm.
can do exactly the same products and services. It's getting that message across to the client.
Yes.
And lots of
Yeah.
clients don't want to deal with a solicitor and so
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
And we go out and see them.
Yeah.
We go out and we promote the business and promote ourselves
Yeah.
as advisors promote themselves. So
Yeah.
it's a relationship business.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it success, is the relationship the advisors have with their clients.
Absolutely. So, as we've been recruiting in a post-COVID world, we have had to re-educate people about certain industries. So much has changed. I know you mentioned Zoom meetings earlier when you were talking, and how things have changed in terms of how you do your work. So tell us about what's happened at Secure Inheritance since March this year, which we now call a kind of post-COVID world.
Right. Obviously, it's been a challenging year,
Yeah.
business wise. But in many ways, it's actually been very good for the business. We've actually expanded during
Mm.
these times, because when times are like this, actually people actually want to protect what they've got.
Mm-hmm.
And we have grown through Citrus Connect's help and support. We've grown our advisors. Our business has grown probably at least 50% during the pandemic,
Wow.
and we've adapted.
Yeah.
And clients now, where before we were a very face-to-face business, now we use Zoom, we use telephone,
Mm-hmm.
and we still do face-to-face if the advisor and the client is happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
But the public have changed as well in the way they interact and
Yeah.
deal. So for our advisors, actually, it's opened up more opportunity,
Yeah.
because before now they can live in Plymouth and they can speak to somebody in Sunderland.
Yeah.
So, there's 30 million people out there
Mm.
that need their help and advice. That's how many people do not have a will in the UK at this
Yeah.
moment in time.
Yeah.
So it's changed greatly, but like I say, it's all about basically clients now. When times are like this, and we went through the GFC in our old business, is clients do want to protect what they have.
Yeah.
That's human nature.
Mm.
And wills went up something like 70% when the pandemic started.
Mm.
So we've had a massive increase in business. So
Yeah.
in theory, we've actually grown, and it's been it's been good for, I hate to say it, but it's been good for business to a certain
Yeah.
degree.
Yeah, absolutely. So for somebody who's looking at becoming a will advisor with Secure Inheritance, how would you describe a day in the life of a will advisor?
Um, a day in the life of the will advisor it's your. We always say to our advisors, it's your business. You work as you want to work, but a typical day will be, the one thing we always say is about whatever you do marketing wise, you do it well and do it consistently. So every day you should be making some sort of marketing, contacting clients, doing one of our marketing methods.
Hmm.
And it might be that you'll be talking to a client on the phone, you'll be going to see a client, you'll be zooming a client. You do not need to be working 10-12 hours a day.
Yeah.
Your earnings are in your control. So a typical day for advisor might be that they will do some marketing, and they will be talking to a client, and obviously they'll be helping and guiding and assisting that client through making a will and giving that advice.
Mm.
So lots of our advisors now will do it all on Zoom, will do it on telephones. They don't even go out at all.
Mm.
Um, but a typical day is actually finishing that day and actually thinking about how you've actually helped, and understanding how you've helped that client and assisted that client.
Yeah.
Because we obviously talk to a lot of families who haven't made a will for
Yeah.
lots and lots of reasons,
Hmm.
and we're there, and you get so much job satisfaction
Mm.
out of actually helping that family.
Yeah, absolutely. And in terms of backgrounds of people that we've recruited from you, what I find fascinating about your business, and we as Citrus Connect thrive upon, is that you will consider any candidate from any background as long as they have the right characteristics, skills, and requirements that you're looking for. So why, in your opinion, why do people look at becoming a will advisor, and what kind of backgrounds have they actually come from?
Background wise, everybody comes from we have the advisors over the years, they've all come from very varied backgrounds,
Mm.
absolutely varied backgrounds. What we look for is actually somebody who can put that passion into it.
Hmm.
Yes, it's good if you come from a background where you're used to dealing with the members of the general public,
Hmm.
but it's being able to communicate with individuals.
Yeah.
Because like I say, you're talking to families, you're talking to members of the general public who are about very personal things.
Mm.
So we will look at any sort of background. It doesn't matter. It's what skills you
Yes.
have,
Yeah.
when it comes to an understanding that passion side of it. But
Mm.
you need to be able to listen and empathize, because it is a people relationship business.
Yeah.
And that's what we particularly look for, somebody who can build that people relationship business.
Yeah.
So their
Yeah.
their background doesn't make a lot of difference.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, in the 11 years that we have recruited within the direct sales industry, for various clients, various industries, what's been our biggest aim, and what we're passionate about here at Citrus Connect, is how we can really change people's lives, with the power of a career in direct sales. So I know people want to know about, well, how much can I earn being a will advisor? Can you tell us about what the top advisors are earning at the moment, and what does that workload look like to make that realistic for somebody who's motivated by being passionate and helping people, but also motivated by earning money?
Right. Top advisors you would expect to earn at least six figures plus.
Okay.
If you work on that, we will say on average, if I look at what we have done over the last 12 months, on average, 3 appointments a week, and
Hmm.
you would earn £1,000 a week.
Wow.
So obviously some of our advisors are obviously doing more than that. So
Mhm.
we know from our experience over the years, if you say I would like to earn £2,000 a week, we know
Mhm.
how many appointments you should be doing and so on.
Yeah.
So if I look at our average advisor, then they will earn roughly £1,000 a week if they do 3 appointments. And on average, that's probably 10 hours work
Wow.
to actually sit with clients. Our average appointment is 1.5, 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so, you're not working 50 hours a week to earn that sort of money.
Wow.
There's obviously some background work going on, and it depends where the appointment has come
Yeah.
from to self
Yeah.
market.
Yeah. Yeah.
But one of the skills we teach is the self marketing as well, to self generate.
Yeah.
So that's what we are very good at as a company. So earnings wise, I know people who've been in industry years from our old will companies,
Mm.
and they're earning well over six figures a year.
Mm. So we
So,
can really
but obviously
quash
they're,
the
they're very,
sorry to interrupt. What was we can really quash this idea that you need to be at a certain level of education or you need to have certain experience to earn that kind of money. Like £1,000 a week is really good income, but you can do that by being trained by yourself in the wills industry, having the skills, following direction, and you can be earning £1,000 a week.
yes, most definitely. And the most important thing is to follow the direction,
Yes.
because we've done it for years and years and years, and
Yeah.
probably 500,000 wills, but between the people working the business, there's probably 500,000 wills and lasting powers of attorney and so on
Hmm.
over the years we've been in it. So if you follow the direction, we do know what works and what doesn't work,
Yeah. Yeah.
because that's what we bring. That's what makes us unique in the industry as well,
Yeah.
is our skill in doing that.
Yeah.
So yes, with those 3 appointments a week, you can earn £1,000 a week, which is probably nearly twice the average wage.
Yeah.
And you have the people. As long as you have the people skills, then basically we can train everything else,
Yeah.
and we can train like the legal side
Yeah.
and so on. So
Yeah.
that's not a problem.
And for the people who want to, triple that and say, well, Andrew, I'm motivated by money. So if I did 9 appointments a week, could I be earning £3,000 a week? And if so, is that realistic and how possible is that?
Yes. Yes, it is. It's totally realistic. With this, there is no ceiling on what you want to earn.
Hmm. Hmm.
Basically, if you say I want to earn 3,000, £4,000 a week, we have advisors who go out and earn, £1,000, £2,000 in an evening,
Yeah.
depending
Yeah.
what they do with the clients.
Yeah.
So if you want to earn £3,000 a week, then yes, you can do.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is no ceiling on what you can earn. So
Fantastic.
if you want to go out and do that, then you can go out and do that, no problem, no problem at all. I'd love if
Fantastic.
all my advisors went out and did 9 appointments a week.
Brilliant. Well, so if you are motivated by being passionate about helping people, giving them a jargon-free advice about how to protect their assets that they've worked so hard for, and if you are motivated to earn anything from £1,000 to £3,000 a week, then please inquire about becoming a will advisor with Secure Inheritance. The link to apply is below. Thank you so much. Thank you, Andrew, for joining us today. It's been an absolute pleasure to speak with you. Like I said, we've been working with Andrew for the last, 5, 6 years now, and he has a very high retention rate with his candidates, whereby they stay for a very, very long time. And people only stay in a direct sales role that is self-employed if they are earning the money, they're getting the training that they want, and they're feeling fulfilled within their career. So please go ahead and apply, and we shall see you next time.